Welcome to IT Leadership Hub, where we build better leaders in technology. When you take over a struggling team, the pressure is immediate. People expect answers. Leadership expects results. And your team is watching every move you make. But strong leadership does not begin with big speeches or dramatic changes. It begins with discipline. It begins with clarity. And it begins with doing the right things in the right order. In the world of information technology, this matters even more. When teams are underperforming, systems suffer, projects stall, communication breaks down, and trust starts to disappear. That is why every leader needs a practical foundation. Not hype, not guesswork, but real actions that stabilize a team and create momentum. Here are the first 7 things every leader must do when stepping into a team that needs direction. First, listen before you lead. One of the biggest mistakes a new leader can make is assuming they already know the problem. Before you start changing processes, shifting priorities, or setting new expectations, you need to understand what is really happening. Talk to your team. Ask questions. Learn what is working and what is not. Find out what is slowing people down, what frustrations they carry, and what they believe needs to change. Listening does more than gather information. It shows respect. It builds credibility. And it helps people feel seen during uncertain moments. In information technology leadership, listening can reveal hidden obstacles that no dashboard or status report will ever show you. Second, diagnose root problems, not just symptoms. A struggling team rarely has just one problem. Missed deadlines, low morale, poor communication, and weak performance are usually symptoms of something deeper. Maybe expectations are unclear. Maybe systems are outdated. Maybe the team has lost trust in leadership. Maybe people are in the wrong roles. Maybe the culture has drifted into confusion and burnout. A wise leader does not rush to patch surface-level issues. A wise leader studies patterns. Your early leadership phase should be a diagnostic season. Look for causes, not just consequences. Because when you solve the real problem, lasting change becomes possible. Third, define a clear vision and direction. Teams need clarity. Without it, they drift. They stay busy, but they do not move forward with purpose. Once you understand the environment, you need to define where the team is going and why it matters. What is the mission? What does success look like? How will progress be measured? What kind of culture are you building? In information technology, this might mean creating a vision where technology becomes an enabler of growth instead of a source of frustration. It might mean restoring focus, improving reliability, increasing collaboration, or building a culture of ownership. Your team does not need vague motivation. They need a direction they can believe in. Fourth, create early wins. When a team has been struggling, people often lose confidence. They stop believing improvement is possible. That is why early wins matter. You do not need to solve everything at once. In fact, trying to do that usually creates more chaos. Instead, find 1 or 2 visible improvements that can be achieved quickly. Maybe it is fixing a communication gap. Maybe it is addressing a long-standing technical pain point. Maybe it is simplifying a process that has frustrated everyone for months. Early wins create proof. They show your team that change is possible. They build momentum. And they remind people that progress is not just another promise. In leadership, small victories often open the door to major transformation. Fifth, align people with purpose. A team becomes stronger when people understand how their work fits the bigger mission. As a leader, you need to evaluate your people honestly and thoughtfully. Who is thriving? Who needs support? Who is underutilized? Who has leadership potential? Who helps strengthen the culture? Great leadership is not just about getting work done. It is about helping the right people contribute in the right ways. When people know their strengths matter, engagement rises. When they understand the purpose behind the work, performance improves. When they see how their role contributes to the mission, accountability becomes more natural. This is especially important in information technology teams, where specialized skill sets can easily become disconnected from shared goals if leadership is weak. Sixth, communicate relentlessly. If people do not know what is happening, they will fill the silence with assumptions. And assumptions often become rumors, anxiety, and resistance. Strong leaders communicate early, clearly, and consistently. That does not mean you need to have every answer. It means you need to be transparent about what you know, what is changing, and what comes next. Hold regular check-ins. Repeat key priorities. Share updates in writing. Invite feedback. Create two-way dialogue. Communication is not a one-time announcement. It is an ongoing leadership discipline. In information technology leadership, where projects, systems, and priorities can shift quickly, consistent communication keeps teams aligned and reduces confusion before it spreads. Seventh, build accountability and growth. Healthy teams need accountability. But real accountability is not about fear. It is not about punishment. It is about clarity, ownership, and development. Your team needs to know what is expected. They need measurable goals. They need regular feedback. And they need coaching that helps them improve. At the same time, people need to know that growth is possible. They need recognition for progress. They need support when they struggle. And they need leadership that develops them instead of simply demanding more from them. When accountability and growth work together, a team becomes stronger, healthier, and more resilient. That is how you move from survival to sustained success. The truth is, leadership is not about rescuing a team with charisma. It is about renewing a team through consistent action. Listen before you lead. Diagnose root problems. Define a clear vision. Create early wins. Align people with purpose. Communicate relentlessly. And build accountability with growth. These are not just things every leader should do once. They are habits every leader must practice continuously. If you lead in the information technology field, remember this: your role is not just to manage systems, projects, or performance. Your role is to create clarity in chaos, trust in uncertainty, and momentum where people once felt stuck. That is what leadership looks like. And that is where real transformation begins.